Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Before we get started in today's video, don't forget to join our free Facebook community, get real answers to real credit questions, learn from some of the experts in our industry, as well as from other people that are in similar situations that are taking advantage of the free content and improving their credit and making their credit situation better. Hope to see you guys on the inside.
Welcome back to the Credit Agents Talk Show. I'm Lesley, and today we're going to be talking about FICO 8. %90 or more of lenders are leaning towards using FICO scoring models. Typically, what you're used to seeing on credit reports are Vantage scores. Most credit card companies are using FICO 8, so let's take a look and see how it's calculated. So what is FICO 8? FICO 8 is the 8th version of a FICO scoring model. It still uses the original foundation of a FICO score. 35% is payment history, 30% is utilization, 15% is length, 10% is types of credit, and 10% is new credit or inquiries. But FICO 8 does have some add-ons that make the outcome different. Even though FICO 8 is the most recent version, it's still the most widely one that's used today. Scores can range from 300 to 579, which is considered poor. 580 to 669 is considered fair, 670 to 739 is good, 740 to 799 is very good, and wait for it, 800 to 850 is exceptional. This is used for Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and a lot of times this is used when making a bigger purchase. So now let's talk about what's different on FICO 8. This reduces the impact on authorized users, and also it decreases the damage of infrequent late payments. It increases the harm of slow pays, magnifies the score loss from high balance credit cards, ignores small balance accounts that are in collections, and I know this could be so confusing, so let's break it down a little bit further. Authorized users. This is where you get added on to someone's credit card, kind of like a cosigner, but you aren't fully responsible for the debt. If the primary user has a card that has a high credit limit, a low balance, perfect payment history, when you get added onto this account, it should benefit your credit score. FICO 8 version reduces the amount of points that you would normally get. Let's talk about infrequent and frequent late payments. With the previous version of FICO, if you randomly had a 30-day late payment, this would greatly impact your credit score, even though it's rare that you pay late. Under FICO 8, this once in a blue moon type of payment won't quite lower your score as much. On the other hand, often paying your accounts 30 days or more late will sting harder compared to previous FICO versions. Let's talk about high balances. Normally, reaching over 50% of your available credit begins to drop your score. High balances are an indication of risk. Lenders see the use of high balances as number one, you're running low on cash, and number two, you are excessively spending. Under all FICO versions, balances are very important. Within FICO 8, revolving balances play a slightly bigger role in score. Let me bring you in on a tip. Bring all credit card balances down to just 1% before your statement closes each month. Let's talk about small balance collections. Collection accounts are third-party agencies. They are either hired by a creditor to collect a debt owed to them, or debt buyers who buy delinquent debts and collect themselves. One of their methods of recovering unpaid debts are to report to credit. Now, when a collection agency first reports, it hurts a lot. So you will probably see your score go down. Now, under FICO 8, if the debt balance is under $100, it's ignored. Essentially, it stings less, but it doesn't count at all. FICO 8 is not the score considered for a mortgage. With models like FICO Score 9, paid collections and accounts matter less. For instance, if a collection account was paid in full, it could no longer count against you. With FICO 8 scoring model, paying off a collection doesn't necessarily aid your score. This could be an issue because collections can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years. Medical collections matter less when dealing with FICO Score 9. Until FICO Score 9, there wasn't a significant distinction between medical collection and other collection accounts. Newer credit scoring models such as FICO 9 de-emphasize the impact of an unpaid medical collection account. Rental payments matter more for newer scores than FICO 8. Compared to a FICO 8, FICO 9 cares if you pay rent on time, including rental payment history as a factor in your scores. This is only applicable if your landlord reports payment history to at least one of the 3 consumer credit bureaus. This is beneficial to individuals who just started building credit from scratch. In summary, FICO is always changing. FICO 8 is used by many credit card companies. Watch your payment history and watch your balances even harder. Don't apply for credit cards if your FICO 8 score is not very strong. How to get a credit score for your business. You have a personal credit score. It's based on accounts that are tied to your Social Security number. But did you know that you can get business credit that's made up of accounts that are tied to a company's EIN number? So what is a business credit score? Now remember, personally, you do have FICO and Vantage scores. These can range from 300 all the way to 850. It's based on payment history, balances, account types, length of credit history, and inquiries. Business credit ranges from 0 to 100. Now, this is based on payment history, industry classifications, legal filings, public documents, and company size. So how do you get business credit? So how do you even get a business credit score? First, you need to get the basics of your business set up. First, you need to make sure that you have your LLC, EIN number, business bank account, phone number, address, website, and email. Then you can begin to establish trade lines with vendors that report to the business credit bureaus. Vendors like Quill and Uline offer net 30 terms and report payments. So how do you even check your business credit report? Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax provide reports for people for free. For business purposes, you will begin using Dun and Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax. Now, unlike regular consumer reports, these companies don't have to offer these credit reports for free. So why would you care about business credit? For one, any company you plan to work with can check your business credit report to make sure you are financially secure. And unlike your personal, they can do this without your permission. So you want to make sure your credit report is properly built and accurate. You can go to their websites directly and pay for business credit or check out nav.com. So why should you even care about business credit? Well, for one, any company that you plan to work with directly can check your business credit to make sure you are financially secure, and unlike your personal credit, they can do this without your permission. So you want to make sure that your report is properly built and accurate. If you ever plan on applying for an SBA loan, lenders will look at your FICO SBSS score, which is a combination of your personal and business credit. So can you ignore your personal credit scores? Absolutely not. You're still going to need your personal credit scores to obtain business credit cards with very high limits. With a 680 plus a FICO score, you can get business credit that will report to your account and further build your score. So if you don't have business credit and need work on your personal credit, now is a great time to work on both. In summary, business credit is just so important, and remember your score can range from 0 to 100. You're going to need business credit to secure big loans in the future. Remember, if your personal score is above a 680, you can secure business credit cards with high limits that report to your account only. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you next time.